Welcome to the Zebra Family channel. If you have not subscribed, please click the like button, share and subscribe. It's free.
Attempt to erode the will of the people by dictating to the MKP which of its preferred candidates are to be designated to the JSE is constitutionally repulsive. More importantly, the rules of the National Assembly do not prescribe the minimum requirement for the delegation or appointment of members to any of its forums such as the JSE.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I think we need to remind this House that any member of Parliament can represent Parliament in any committee and in any body. There is nothing that precludes Dr. John Hlophe from representing Parliament. The National Assembly has always followed the principle of allowing parties to decide who gets to represent the party. What we are calling for as the ATM is that the National Assembly today must follow that principle, follow the Constitution, follow also the rules of Parliament. We can't allow, Speaker, a case whereby a party will want to bring subjective opinions on the appointment of Dr. Hlophe, because if we're to follow subjective appointments, there are parties here in Parliament who voted against the abolishment of Parliament, of apartheid. Those parties are here in Parliament enjoying the fruits of democracy. So, as the ATM, we fully support this nomination. Thank you.
The streets have spoken. They want the Honorable Sheikh Hlophe to serve on that commission. The people shall govern. This is a people's parliament. Al-Jamaa supports the nomination.
The DA was the first to register its objection.
Applicants to be interviewed by the Judicial Services Commission going forward will object and apply for the recusal of Dr. Hlophe on the basis the finding of gross misconduct renders him unfit to serve on a body that is determined to fitness, that is to determine the fitness and the propriety of others.
Dr. Hlophe is also the first judge to have been removed from office. And that cannot be ignored. That cannot be ignored.
Okay, thank you, Speaker. Kgotsong Afrika. As UAT, we believe that Judge Hlophe is a representative of our people, and with such suitable qualification, is the best suited for JC role. Judge Hlophe, sesithembele kuwena baba.
I hold the view that as Build One South Africa, we stood up and we said we want a particular level of leadership, and we need to be able to endorse that view. Therefore, we cannot support the decision.
Our view as the ANC is that, notwithstanding the concern that has been raised by the DA on the Hlophe matter, we want to suggest that the House should not take a position unless it has clarified its own rules where there's a lacuna or there's a gap on our rules, as well as the Constitution, so that when we take a position, it does not just become a political position.
Other MPs seconded to the JSC are ANC MP Mulapi Lekhanyane, ANC MP Fatima Hassan, DA MP Advocate Glenys Breitenbach, EFF leader Julius Malema, and Action SA MP Ethel Trollip.
We are going to fold our arms because the ANC was arrogantly engaging us. We folded our arms and the DA dealt with them. And today you want to now turn the whole thing and say the EFF worked with the DA. We never worked with the DA. We never had an MMC under the DA government. We never had a speaker under the DA government. We never asked that which we're asking from the ANC, from the DA. This is an opportunity for progressive forces to align. When we say progressive forces, the people say you are saying black parties. There are no black parties. We are not a black party. were a progressive force of the left, were saying the progressive forces must align. I told the president very clearly that maybe sometimes this thing rings nicely in your ear when the DA says we'll work only with the ANC of Ramaphosa. It's not true. The ANC of Ramaphosa lost in Tshwane, in Joburg, in Tekwini, in Ikuruleni, and PE. Why didn't the DA offer the president what he is offering them now? Why didn't the DA say there is no outright winner? Come ANC of Ramaphosa, let's work together in Tshwane. If this situation we're in now was the DA in this situation with 40% and Freedom Front with 11% and ACDP with 5%, we're not going to be talking these things we're talking. They would have united and isolated all the progressive forces. And I'm not speculating. I'm telling you facts. Go and check in Tshwane, where the DA has got no outright majority. Did it invite the ANC of Ramaphosa because they can only work with the ANC of Ramaphosa? The ANC is under Ramaphosa now, in Tshwane, in Joburg, in Ikuruleni. Why is the DA not inviting him? It is because Ramaphosa suffers from inferiority. He cannot work without white supervision. To invite the DA is to invite supervisors. It's not to invite progressive white people to come and join hands with us to rebuild South Africa. So we reject this government with everything it deserves, for as long as it puts in white supremacists, it puts in Afrikanerdom, it puts in colonialism and imperialism, will not be part of the neo-colonial government. Comrades and everybody else who seek to persuade us otherwise, we are making a plea, leave us alone. If this is our natural death, let us die with our boots on.
Today I want to talk about what the DA did to Judge or former Judge Hlophe. It's exactly what they did to PP advocate Mkhwebane. Because everything that pertains professionals in South Africa, that they are a threat to the DA, they feel they start to touch the untouchable, because DA is there to protect the untouchable who are holding the economy of the country. So any professional that seeks to demand things for black people to advance in life, he's got to have a problem with DA. DA will come for them, will go to court, will go everywhere, because they don't want to see a black person shining in South Africa. That is the deal, because it will disturb their mission. Why I say this? There is EFF. EFF is really shining. You like EFF or you don't like it? And I remember one time I was listening to Helen Zille talking about EFF and ANC. She said, ANC doesn't know what they really want and what they stand for. And she said, the only political party that she sees that at the end of everything, there will be contest with EFF and DA, because she understands what EFF is made of and what EFF wants and what they stand for. She made it very clear. And what they say they will do it. That is EFF. That's why EFF is so much prevented to get into the serious levers of power, because they know they will turn things upside down and the country and the black people will prosper. So I remember Malema saying he wished Ramaphosa one day will really notice or understand that the DA that is saying today is going to work with the ANC of Cyril Ramaphosa. It's not true. He gave examples of that, why he was saying that. And it proves. Yesterday, the problem of Judge Hlophe, that was brought by DA in Parliament, because they don't want him to get that position. So that is how DA destroy professionals in South Africa, because people who are getting close to where the DA corruption is then they make sure they defend that because they don't want to be seen corrupt and they don't want their secrets to be revealed. Because Judge Hlophe or former Judge Hlophe know everything that is happening in the country. That's why they have sleepless nights now about Judge Hlophe, former Judge Hlophe. I don't know, family, what you think about all this, but Malema, you know, the cracks in the ANC, it's starting to show up. Because the progressive yesterday, they all voted on the side of former Judge Hlophe, while DA and the other white organization vote against. Wake up, South African, and smell the coffee. Wake up, South African, and smell the coffee. Ngiyanithanda nonke ngothando luka-love. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ngithi kuni ngiyanithanda ngothando luka-love. Ngithi bravo, bravo, bravo.